Trevor Post. Come on down. Oh, get your camera. You want me to hold them?
Thanks, everybody. My name's Trevor Post. Sorry for wasting a little bit of time up top setting up my phone. I like to record my set so I can listen later, maybe pick up some pointers. Plus, I also can't come unless I'm laughing at myself. Before I really get started, I do need to give you all a parental advisory. The advisory is that I am a parent, and at some point I will be talking about my kids. And I know that some people find that kind of unrelatable. And if you fall into that camp, every time I bring up my kids, just imagine that I'm talking about a dog. Because I've known lots of people in my life who are like, no, I don't think I want to have kids. I want to be free to do what I want when I want to do it. And these are also the same people who are like, hey man, I just can't get out of the house tonight. There's supposed to be a thunderstorm later and I just need to hold my puppy for the next 4 to 5 hours. Dog owners are the same type of people who are like, dude, I know we were supposed to meet up for lunch, but my wife just called me. She told me I need to rush home real quick and express my dog's anal glands. Tonight is actually a very, very special occasion for me. Tonight is the first time that my mom, right there, has ever come to see me tell jokes. Hey, Mom. I've always kind of had like a dream that my mom would come to see me and support me doing something that I'm passionate about. You know, like all the marching band and sports stuff that she did with my sister. You guys may not believe this, but there wasn't one time when I was in high school that my mom came over and watched me smoke pot and play Dungeons and Dragons. Now, games like Dungeons and Dragons are my favorite games, you know, because they exist in these like magical worlds where you like have to face obstacles and overcome challenges, and when you do so, you become richer and more powerful. It's unlike the real world where overcoming challenges makes me poorer, and surmounting obstacles just leaves me more tired. I guess I just have a pretend sense of adventure. Like camping and fighting and all sorts of like athletic work sounds great when I'm sitting around a table, drinking beer, eating pretzels. You may not believe this, but I am divorced. I got divorced a couple of years ago. And it's like a lot of people make a big deal about divorce, but to me it's not really that big a deal. It was kind of one of those mutual things. You know, it turned out that me and my ex-wife didn't have compatible fetishes. Does anyone here have fetishes? Raise your hands. Your feet. Can I see someone's toes? No? So it turned out that my ex-wife, her fetish was findom. Does anyone here know what findom is? Except for the core of people who have seen me tell this joke like 100 times. Findom is financial domination, which some people really enjoy, but I did not. And it's my fault too. Like I said, it was kind of mutual. Turns out that my fetish that I've had to give up was being in love and being married and happy for the rest of my life. So it just didn't work out, you know? No big deal. I've somehow fucked up this wire. I don't know. I'm glued to the spot. No, but, you know, some people never really, like, recover from getting divorced, but I rebounded pretty quickly. Like, not too long after splitting up with my ex-wife, I moved in with, like, the most wonderful woman. You know, she shares a lot of life experiences with me. She really knows where I'm coming from. She's divorced. She has 2 kids. The only problem, you guys, is that that woman is my mom. Now, I don't want you guys to think that I'm some sort of like loser who lives at home with his mom in his mid-30s. I mean, that is how it is. I just wouldn't want you guys to think that. Being a full-time single parent is weird, but it's especially weird to be a full-time single dad, because according to state law, that means that their mother is a real piece of shit. I mean, I didn't say it. That's just how it is. I mean, look at me. Like, who would entrust me with 2 small children? I burn incense. I burn incense sometimes in my house. Recently, my daughter's like become super interested in it, so I let her help me burn incense. And so I took her to the store, and I was like, "You can like get your own incense burner." She went straight for the one that's like Rastafarian colors with the gold pot leaves on it. And I was like, "Okay, no big deal." You know, she doesn't know what it is. But I've kind of noticed that my bag is coming up light lately. It's her birthday in a little bit over a month, so, you know, like you guys have heard that story, that trope, like, oh, you caught your kid smoking cigarettes, and so you sat him down and you made him smoke a whole pack of cigarettes. Well, I'm thinking on my daughter's birthday, after the party and everything's done, I'll sit her down with the whole bag. And I'll say, you want to smoke pot, huh? Smoke this whole bag. I really think that's going to make her 5th birthday very special. Because I'm single, people expect me to talk about dating, but since I got divorced, dating's been sort of a nightmare. You know, honestly, at this point, I think I'm just going to give up on it. Like, I've tried online dating, I've tried, like, meeting people, I've tried stupid shit like stand-up comedy to make myself look impressive. None of it's really worked for me. So, I've been thinking about ordering one of those mail-order Russian brides lately. Like, not for any gross reasons, just like I think that me and my mom could use some help around the house, some help with the kids. Plus, I'm so busy with the 2 kids, I'm feeling kind of lost in American politics these days. I really think a mail-order Russian bride would help me. All right, thank you guys so much. My name's Trevor Post.
Great job, great job. So I'm old, and I married a guy 25 years older than me.
So nice to see you. Thanks for making it.
Yeah.
But,
Glad we weren't late.
This is my mom.
Hi.
Edie, this is Sean and Allie.
Like nice to meet you. But I do color my hair.
Oh, good.
And so when I'm coloring my hair,
What you think? I honestly thought you were gonna skip